Welcome back. Welcome back. I wanted to give a little update here in my journal, my video journal per se. It's been a good week. Had a really, really good week. These past 2 weekends, me and Yvonne, my roommate, best friend, we decided to do some research on psilocybin, some mushrooms, which I know, if you've never actually done them, it sounds a little scary. It's quote unquote a drug, but after doing some research, we listened to a few podcasts. Specifically, I think his name was Paul Stamets, I think. And doing kind of our own research, we saw a lot of the benefits of not just psilocybin, but the benefits of other mushrooms like lion's mane and reishi mushrooms. And I kind of knew that mushrooms were kind of embedded in human history, and they had a lot of brain benefits. Like, it's really big in the gym community to take lion's mane because of the brain health they sort of promote with lion's mane and other mushrooms as well. And it's been proven for years and years how good mushrooms are for you in general. Cordyceps, reishi, whatever it is, mushrooms are really good for your brain. Something to do with like the neural paths they create. They're just really good for your brain health. So we decided last weekend to try them out, specifically psilocybin. And what we experienced was amazing. I always knew people always said that when you did mushrooms, specifically psilocybin mushrooms, you kind of opened your third eye. And that is definitely the type of experience we had. We kind of almost experienced like ego death, which sounds a little crazy, but we felt just so present after kind of going through the experience. It's really hard to put into words. You just feel and you see everything. You sort of realize that nothing matters, but that's okay. That epiphany gives you the strength to do anything you want in this world. We kind of felt like we had the world at our fingertips. So you let go of fear, you have so much more joy, so much more love and courage in just being. That's sort of kind of what we felt from the experience, just being present and being. It is okay to dip into the past and the future for, your day-to-day life, whatever it may be, but there's this constant thinking that we do as human beings that kind of prevents us from being present and living in the moment. And I know I've definitely suffered from that in the past. I mean, how many times have you been, hanging out with friends or just doing anything, and instead of like being there, enjoying it, being in the moment, as they say, very cliche to say, but being present, you're thinking about, tomorrow I gotta do this, or next week I gotta do this. You have that sort of fear and anxiety about it. Or you're thinking about, man, like I miss my ex. You're thinking about mistakes you made in the past. When after this experience, I feel very present in my being. And, thoughts still come here and there, but being able to be conscious of it and say, I am not my thoughts, being the observer of them, and using your thinking, your mind as a tool and not letting it take you over has been such a big epiphany realization for us. And it was awesome. I had such a good experience with them, and even outside of psilocybin too, supplements that you can buy anywhere for lion's mane and those other type of mushrooms I already mentioned are also super beneficial for focus and other things like that. But yeah, I feel very in tune with who I am and how I want to live my life going forward, because of the trip I had. And I know Yvonne can say the same. Truly mind-shifting, life-changing stuff. And I definitely recommend to anybody, if you feel like you're in a good enough mind to go through that experience, you definitely should. It is so beneficial. I am on the train now for mushrooms. So it's been an amazing week. We also did them again this past weekend. And this was almost like a self-actualization type of journey for me. Again, feeling everything, feeling so good. And for me, it really truly solidified the path that I'm on now. You know, I've been wanting to produce and make electronic music, and now it's confirmed for me. This is what I'm supposed to do, you know. I get it. It was almost that I get it moment, you know. I realized that EDM music for me kind of, it takes me to that place, that level, that plane of thought, that world you're in when you're on psilocybin. And it gives you a little taste of that. Listening, at least for me, that's what EDM music does for me. There's some times when I feel so good listening to a song, and it made me realize that that's what I want to do. I want to create music like that. Music that takes people to that place. And it's been a crazy week making all these sort of realizations and epiphanies, all because of psilocybin. And it's been amazing. And I kind of wanted to take this video to talk about that experience, about my week, and also use this as a chance to talk to myself. Maybe myself, you know, down the line in the future, and maybe whoever else is watching, you know. I don't know who's watching this now, but I wanted to take this time to sort of give out some advice from somebody like myself, who, you know, despite still being very young, I think there's a lot of things that I want to say and kind of put out there. And that's what journals are for, right? And so, kind of building off of what I have talked about already, be present. Be so present. Enjoy being and living every day. Because truly, there really only is the present, the now. If you get caught up in the past and the future, and that's all you ever think about, you will never, ever truly be at peace. And being in true peace is one of the greatest feelings you can ever have. And it's something I experienced through what I've already talked about. Be present. You are not your thoughts. You know, we tend to think a lot, and we need to escape that. It is okay to think. Again, use your mind as a tool. That is what it's there for, but don't let it take you over. I think one other piece of advice I would give is to sort of remember how long life is. It sounds really strange to say, but I think especially in high school and sometimes in college, I would get caught up on certain things. Maybe something would happen to me. One little thing happened to me, maybe at work or at school, and it would stick with me, and I would feel true pain, not realizing that this is pain that I'm causing myself by continuously thinking and lingering on these things. When if I would have just took the time to see the bigger picture and realize, man, you know, this is just one moment in a billion moments that I'm going to have in my entire life, it would have been much easier for me to let it go. I think always be kind. It's, again, very cliche, but in listening to the podcast from Paul Stamets, I hope I'm getting his name right, Stamets, I don't know, one thing he talked about is random acts of kindness, and how that is something that can truly change somebody's life. Doing one kind thing to a random person in a day, or your family or your friends, not even knowing who they are, what they're going through, can really make a difference. If you think back into your life, you can definitely think back to some of your best days, and how some of them probably include random acts of kindness. So I think part of that comes with, empathy, and just understanding that it's never personal, so don't take it. It's never that deep, whatever happens to you. There are so many things that are just not in your control, especially other people and the actions they take. And try to focus on the now, try to focus on the things that you can't control, and just let everything else be. That saying, it is what it is, isn't because, a book is a book. It is what you make it, right? So if there's a situation that maybe you're lingering on, you're saying, this is terrible, right? It is terrible because you are saying it's terrible. You are thinking it's terrible, right? The human mind is so incredible. We can convince ourselves truly of everything. So when you have those type of thoughts, look at them and say, this is not me. Whenever you're overthinking or thinking about a past, future situation, it's not you. You are you. You are not your thoughts. I will say some more practical ones for sure are call your family, call your friends. I'm so bad at calling. It's such a bad habit that I have, and I've been trying to get better at it. Luckily, I live with one of my best friends now, so I don't have to call him. But I have like this bad sort of habit of thinking I'm bothering people, or they'll call me, but just call them, even if it's for 10 seconds, just to say what's up. And if they ask, oh, what's up, like, what do you want, just be like, nothing, just seeing how you doing. Like, family, friends, always call. I'm not a huge texter anyways, but I think it's having those friends that are constantly calling you is a great thing. So be that friend. I think a part of enjoying life is also to sort of take your time. One of the biggest things for me is because I was so focused on graduation, and again, thinking about the future, it felt like I missed out on a lot of moments that could have been much more profound, much more memorable, much more enjoyable if I would have just been focused in that moment. I think that's the biggest takeaway from this, for sure. I think one big one actually is say yes. If you are asked to go do something fun, if you run into opportunities that seem once in a lifetime, do them, right? Obviously have common sense. Sometimes certain situations in life don't allow for it, especially if it's something to do with your decision's gonna hurt or affect other people. But if you can, try to say yes to every unique opportunity. Travel the world, it's, again, very cliche to say some of these things, but it is so true. I'm so glad that, at 27, I can say that I've done so many things and gone to so many places. But again, there definitely could have been more if I just wasn't so stubborn as a teenager. Just say yes. Go do it. Go travel. Go have fun. Take risks. Please take risks. Do not be afraid to fail. One of the biggest lessons I think I have ever learned throughout my 20s is it is okay to fail, because that is how you learn. So thank you again for watching. That's kind of my thought process now. So again, I wonder what it will look like looking back and seeing if that's still, my thought process in the future. But I'm pretty sure it will be. Future me, if you're watching, I'm sure we're at least somewhat on the same page here. And for whoever else is watching, maybe that wants to look back and see who I was at this age. This is me, Jorge, And hopefully I'm, still pretty cool in the future. I hope you still like me. Love you if you're watching. Whoever is watching, I love you. Thank you.